Hey everyone, welcome to the Merry Print on Demand Christmas webinar. Uh, fourth quarter is the best time of the year by far. Let's make sure that you are ready. But first, as always, can you hear me and can you see me? So just give me one in the chat box if you can as well. Let me know where you're located around the globe. I am in London, Ontario, Canada, about 2 hours from Toronto, 2 hours from Detroit, Michigan, and it is actually pretty nice out here today. We have Mexico. Nice. I actually have a couple people from Mexico in my membership, which I love. Who else we got on here? I know we got a few people, and people are still piling on too. San Antonio. Hello, Michael. Welcome, welcome. What else we got? Brantford, just down the road. Lovely. Oh, Toronto. Two from Toronto. Nice. Fellow Canadians. What else we got? California, always. You guys are always on. Texas, Florida. Lovely. North Carolina. Cool. All right, all right. Okay, so I'm not going to keep you guys all day. I do want to get through this training, show you what I've got, and then we can move on from there. So I am going to dive in. If my audio goes out at any time, just let me know in the chat box, and that's good to go. All right, so again, thank you for coming on. I do have a lot of stuff to show you as always, and this is my Merry Print on Demand Christmas webinar, and I do welcome you again to that. Christmas is the best time of the year by far. As we all know, in the e-commerce world, it's crazy. People just buy and buy and buy, especially gifts and everything like that. I've been like over my head into Etsy for the past little while. That's even picking up, but this is something a little bit different, going back a little bit old school for me, back into the print on demand world where I've had a lot of success. So what are we going to cover? Well, three basic things. First thing is the best type of print on demand products to sell for the fourth quarter. And there is a type of print on demand product that works best, and it's not what you think. Okay, so usually, spoiler, I'll just spoil the thing. It's not jewelry, it's not message cards, it's not that. It's completely different. Number two is where to sell these products to get the best results for the fourth quarter. Etsy is always an option, but this one is not about Etsy. Okay, and number three is how to speed things up and get results faster than ever. So who is this for? Basically, it's for the following people. People want to profit from the fourth quarter. People want to move a little bit faster than Etsy. Etsy's a marathon. This is more of a sprint. People who want something new and awesome. People who value a good course, and positive action takers. So who it's not for, the negative people, the finger pointers, the quitters, the bad attitudes, the all around unpleasant people, like that lovely lady who sent me an email and demanded a refund with like 1,000 words insulting me. It's not for people like that. So if that's your plan, you can exit now. No problem at all. We'll part as friends. You're here though, so I'm sure that this is for you. If you do stay until the end, I do have something for you. But before we begin, I usually like to introduce myself. This time, not going to. If you want to know more, Google my name or my brand, PPC Coach. I am a seven-figure print-on-demand seller. I'm a father of 5 daughters, husband, and have been working full-time online for myself since 2007. So it's not I'm not the kind of person who just got lucky and is now trying to teach everybody how I got lucky. That's not it. I've been around for a long time. But enough about me. Most of you know me by now. Instead, let's talk about you. So is that you? You're the pumped up print on demand seller. You know the potential of print on demand products, but it just hasn't worked for you yet. Maybe you bought an expensive course. Maybe you followed everything to a T. Then you learn that that course was shot like 5 years ago and the stuff they're teaching doesn't even work anymore. That's bad. That's the bad part about courses, I'll admit, is they do get outdated. It happens. But you've seen others succeed. You know it's possible, and you are ready to start profiting. And now couldn't be a better time of the year to do that. So you start researching on YouTube. There are so many YouTubers now, and it's growing. And you know what I found just the other day was a YouTuber was on there, and she had actually taken the course from another YouTuber, and then that first YouTuber was interviewing her about her success uh, from her course, and I'm like, oh, this is awesome. So how long have these ladies been around? The original one has been around for 2 years. The new one's been around for 10 months. and they both have courses out there now. I'm like, oh man, come on. And then I learned one of them was selling like trademark products. But anyway, most are new. Like I said, they might have a small taste of success, nowhere near seven figures. But I do have some bad news for you. YouTube videos about Shopify, about print on demand, about Etsy, about any of that stuff. Especially Shopify, though, they're typically all about drop shipping from China because back 3 years ago, 4 years ago was the heyday of that. Now, not so much. So there's a lot of clickbait headlines. There's a lot of males and females like holding a phone with a weird screenshot on it. A lot of talking, very little substance. So finding step-by-step instructions, good luck on YouTube. It's just not going to happen, which can be very frustrating. I know a lot of you spend a lot of time in the YouTube research phase. I'm guilty of that myself sometimes. Does it hit close to home? It's okay if it does. Maybe you know this stuff works, but you can't seem to crack the code to profits yet. That's fine too. Maybe you've tried to sell print on demand products on Etsy, but that hasn't worked out for you. Like I said, it's more of a long term play on Etsy. Maybe you just know in your gut that this stuff is the answer that you've been looking for to finally profit online, but it just doesn't seem to click for you. So now what do? Well, you start seeking out paid training. Usually a YouTuber has something to offer, but some of them just can't teach. Or they have like I said, very little experience. Got lucky starting during the beginning of the pandemic, and teaching and actually doing it, that is a very rare combination. So you continue to struggle and you continue not making any money online, or you just end up in that vicious cycle of constantly buying, constantly failing, thinking of giving up, but you don't. The point is, you're not going to give up on your dream because your dream is your goal, and your goal is what keeps you going. Goals are really good, and we do all have them. So, what's yours? Type your goal in the chat box now. Let me know your monetary goal per month. What do you need to be happy? Type it in there. Let's see. Okay, we got 1,000 per month. I'd be happy with a sale a day. Well, that'll grow consistently. 5,000, 2,500, 100,000. Nice. Love it. Well, big goals are good. If you shoot for the stars and you only hit the moon, at least you got to the moon, right? That's a good thing. 500 per month. Good. Love it. So lots of good ones coming in. Typically, the one I see the most is like 10,000. And I see a lot of 10,000s there too. So here's my good old goal. Good old goal. Some of you have seen this before, but I need basically 3 million in cash to invest at 5% in a corporate bond lender. Pays me 150,000 a year, 12,500 per month for the rest of my life, without lifting a finger again, so I can focus on my kids and my wife daily. I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. The point is, without that goal, I would struggle to keep going some days. Even during the summer, I find especially it's hard to get motivated because the weather's so nice and you just want to go out anywhere, be anywhere but on your computer. Some days stink too. You get very little traffic, or you overspend on your ads, or someone copies your best sellers, or your competition just copies your whole shop, or whatever may happen. But you keep going because you have a goal. So why tell you all this? Well, you need something to keep you going too. So bad days are going to happen. Goals give you something to focus on. You can feel sorry for yourself and you can wallow in self-pity, or you can change anything you want in your life, which is why you're here. So maybe you've tried and failed, and that's why I put together the Shopify print on demand course. So more on that later. Let's get into the training now. Let's dive in. I can't wait to show you all this stuff. So the first thing we're going to cover is the best type of print on demand products to sell for Q4. The old ways don't work as well anymore. And when I say old ways, I'm talking about things like going into these little tiny micro niches and making generic products for them. It just doesn't work. Even if you do hit on a winner, what are you going to sell, like 3 a year? That's not going to get you anywhere. You can't do that. It just doesn't work. I've never liked that approach. I don't agree with it. That's the old way of doing it. It's generic. It's non-personalized products. It just doesn't work very well with print on demand, especially now that we have available all these different apps and things that'll work very well to actually personalize products. So that old stuff doesn't work as well. Times have changed. If you want to see what works, let me show you right now. So I'm going to drag my screen over here for a second. And I'm not sure if you've seen some of these shops, but these are Shopify stores. And the cool part is they're making like millions. Okay, so here's one, Gospy, Gospy.com. You can go there as well after. And you can see they've got a whole bunch of things on here. They've got family, dad, pet lovers, friends, most popular categories. They've got mugs, canvases, blankets, ornaments, pillows, plaques. Doesn't really matter what it is. All this stuff works. Okay. And it works because of one thing. It's all personalized. You can see. So if I can find their best sellers here, I was looking at it earlier. Shop by recipient collections. Let's go with Christmas. Look at these. So this shop does everything basically personalized, print on demand. And whenever you see a shop, usually the first couple products are their best sellers. So this is like sisters forever, never apart, maybe in distance, but never at heart. And then they can actually customize the hair, the jacket, the pants, the drink, and the name. So if I click on it, you'll see that it's fully customizable. And this is something that we can't really do on Etsy because the technology is just not there. But look at this. So we've got, you can change anything you want, basically. Change the handle, change the color, 11 to 15, big sis name, enter it. So let's put Martha. And then it automatically updates it right there, which is very cool. Then you go all the way through. You can have her doing this. You can have her holding a drink. Then what kind of drink, like Starbucks, whatever. Then you go, keep scrolling down. You can change from like to a dress. You can change her jacket. You can change her hair. Let's give her green hair. You can change every single thing on here, which is just amazing. The technology to do this is not that difficult to use either, but this kind of like high level, crazy personalization works very, very well. So let's call it Mary. And then you can go through and you can change her hair and pants and hair and jacket and everything. And then you go to the third one, you enter that, you call her Sally, and you can see it updates right away. And you could give her a little bit darker skin, maybe have her holding that, maybe have her holding coffee as well. Like it's amazing what they come up with. This is in live preview mode. And then you just go through and you continue all the way to the bottom. You go to a preview and it'll show you that. You can even do a 3D preview, which is just crazy. When I started with print on demand, this kind of insane preview in 2D and 3D, it did not exist. So typically this is what people do. They'll put a generic thing like I'd walk through fire for you, sister. Well, not fire, that would be dangerous, but a super humid rude, but not too humid because you know my hair. That is something that most people will do, but they'll stop there. They won't add this part, which is the key. This personalization is where you make the money, big time. So this is the old way. This is the new way. Combining old and new equals success, big time. All right, that's just one example of one shop. And they have, you can see all the products on the store. There's thousands and thousands of products. There's even ornaments coming up to Christmas time. Ornaments always work very well. There you go, tons of those. And these can all be customized too. I think, yeah, there's like a grandkids one. You can change all the names. All these are making big time money. But this one, I don't know if you guys have seen this one, personalfury.com. I love that name. They actually have, they're running a ton of ads on Facebook, on Google, on TikTok, all over the place. And they have a lot of different types of personalized products for like dog lovers, cat lovers, dad, mom, couples, bestie. So the blueprint is right here. You just go to bestsellers and you can actually see what's working best. Now this one, their top bestseller, is it's kind of an ugly shirt, honestly. Let's load it up here. It's funny though. Every snack you make, every meal you bake, every bite you take, we'll be watching you. Then you can put the dogs in there. So are you interested in applying for customization to other items or sizes? Okay. Number of dogs. 2. Find your breed. Everything's in there. Like just a crazy amount. So I could put my dog if I wanted. Actually, that's not my dog. I need a black lab. Where's my black lab? Chow Chow. Never heard of that. That is a Belgian. Oh, up here. No, Australian American Pit Bull. They don't have my. Well, they don't have my dog. They got every dog, even dog names I haven't heard of. Crazy. Maybe it's under L. I don't know. Anyway, you can put your dogs on there. First dog name, second dog name. Not mine, but. And then the breed. Pick a breed. There you go. And then you could do that. You could buy that shirt right there, or you could put it on a hoodie or whatever you want to do. I don't know what this means. Are you interested in applying your customization? Oh, other items. Well, that's cool. So I imagine they're gonna, if you say yes, they're gonna offer you like a coffee mug or something else too. That's very cool. Review. There you go. So I just made that shirt basically online, and I could buy it, or I could buy it as a gift for somebody, for a dog lover. Apparently, it's doing well because it's a bestseller on their store, which is the beauty of Shopify too. A lot of these shops do put their bestsellers right there. Happy Mother's Day to the world's best dog mom. We woof you, and then the dog breeds. There it is on a mug. Happy Father's Day. So there you go. There's ornaments as well that are personalized with the dog. This is all stuff that you can do. All this personalization works very, very well. Pillows even. Crazy. So it's just a matter of finding a print-on-demand supplier, and there are tons of them, and then connecting it to your Shopify store, and then connecting it to the customization app, and then you're done. And then your job is to just create and list and run ads and get free traffic and all that good stuff. Let's go to one other one here. This one, I think Unifury, they kind of, I think they came around after Personal Fury. But again, they're selling a lot of different things like Back to School, which is a personalized 3D teacher cloud and sun door sign. That's cool. Personalized kids line sign, custom name, big style. So they're in the back to school mode, but there's also personalized coffee mugs, personalized ornaments. These personalized ornaments for Christmas, you could just sell these and you'd do very well. Like very, very well. All the different types, heart, star, oval, whatever you want. And there are print-on-demand companies that can fulfill these orders for you. Just accept cookies, that's fine. And then this one, Perfect House, I found. Whole bunch of stuff, all the different occasions. 8,288 results. They've been around for a while. But again, you can click on their best sellers. You can see what's working. And so they got this aluminum wallet thing. That's pretty cool. And then a grandma shirt, Grandma of Little Monsters. Put the grandkids on there. There's a mat. There's another shirt. Oh, that's actually cool. I don't even know who would supply that, but there's a pillow. When you miss me, have no fear. Hug this pillow and I'm here. That's actually a really good idea. A very good idea. More ornaments. Custom photo. Oh, like a visor thing. Blind for your windshield. That's cool. Signs. Everything. Hats. You name it. I like beer and my dog and maybe 3 people. So that I remember back in the day, I sold a boatload of these with that style. Like I like blank and maybe like 3 people, but I never had it customized. So that is actually very cool. I like that idea. Put you and your dog, and you can even put 2 dogs. That's awesome. Just amazing. So the technology is there. It all exists. It's just the stores that have been around forever have been making a lot of money doing this. And as soon as you go on Facebook and you start looking at these stores and like their pages, you're going to start seeing ads for more stores like that that are personalized. So I do suggest if you're on Facebook, like pages, like the ads that you see, then you get more of those ads. If you're on TikTok, give it a heart for any ads that you see for personalized stores. But the key term here is personalized. So personalized print on demand is the way. that is the way that you want to be heading beyond anything else. If you're not personalizing, you're going to struggle because there are way too many people doing the same old designs with the same old generic things on them. And it's just like, as the screen says, that doesn't work as well. Times have changed big time. So pretty cool, right? I think um, there is so much opportunity right now with print on demand, with Shopify, with the technology, with everything that we have available. It's just nuts. So let's kind of move on here. The question is like, how do you do this, right? So that's the question. But I'll provide you a solution in a bit here. So are you pumped yet? Do you see what's possible? All this customized stuff, and that I didn't even get into some of the other things like signs or anything like that. Well, you know those signpost things you see on Facebook ads all the time, where you put the family names. There's stores that are dedicated to that, and the owners of those shops. I know one of them. He doesn't even really work anymore. He just travels the world. He posts like travel pics all the time. Him and his wife. It's crazy. But let's move on to the second part now, and that is where to sell these products to get the best results for the fourth quarter and beyond. So it's not just a matter of opening up a shop and then forgetting about it. It's actually opening up the shop not just for the fourth quarter, but for year-round sales. So story time. So let's go back in time for just a second. I used to sell print on demand products without a store. I was big into that. I used platforms. So I used places specifically like Gear Bubble was my main platform where you don't need a store and you could just create the design, list it right on there, and you could run traffic right to their domain, which was awesome. It had a lot of benefits, tons of benefits. It was so cool. So those products on the platforms meant no store was needed. So that's how I sold my first 7 figures that way, which was awesome. Times were great. It was honestly easier back then. I'm not going to lie. I ran Facebook ads directly to the platforms that I was using. However, Facebook did not like that. So when Facebook saw too many ad accounts pointing to one domain, it looked like fraud to them. Really, it looked like scammers. It looked um, like a bunch of people were just trying to create multiple accounts and game their system. So what Facebook did eventually is they started shutting down ad accounts big time, and there was a lot of rumblings and groups about this, but um, mine got included in that, and that was after an epic fourth quarter run, like a really good one. I shut down my ads on I think it was Christmas Eve, and I was going to open them up after the new year, take a couple days off from running ads. And all of a sudden, I log in and I get that dreaded message from Facebook saying your ad account shut down. So, not good. Also, the second platform that I was using, Shine On, completely got rid of their platform. And I think they did for a couple of reasons. Number one, I don't think enough people were using it. But number two, I think they felt that the hassle with Facebook was just too much, and they didn't want to risk their own domain and being able to run ads for their own company. So I think that's why they shut theirs down. So I had a big problem, and I'm still kind of kicking myself for being so stupid back then. I wish I had just bit the bullet and focused on my Shopify stores way back then. Okay, I didn't, unfortunately. I was stubborn, and I kept my main focus on the remaining platform, which was Gear Bubble. And now I'm older and hopefully wiser, and I know you need your store. Okay, Etsy's one thing; it's great, but you don't own it. Okay, and I'm not saying abandon Etsy at all. I still use it to this day. I'm still listening like crazy on there. That's my long-term play is Etsy. My short-term play though is different. So this has a lot of benefits that using a platform doesn't have. So benefits of your own store is you can create your own brand, right? Like look at that store, Gospy, Gospy.com. That's not even a word. They just invented it, but now it's a brand. And they have like thousands of products and they make a lot of money every single year, especially in the fourth quarter. So the other benefit is you can run paid ads to the store easily. If you were trying to run paid ads to a platform, it's a little bit more difficult because you're constrained by what they will allow you to do. As well, you don't want to have traffic leaks, which I'll get to in a second. But the other benefit is you can build an email list very easily with your own store, which means you can scale things faster, which means you can move a lot faster. And there's definitely less traffic leaks versus like Etsy. So when you go to Etsy, I'll just show you real quick here. well, actually, well, you all know. If you go to Etsy, there's a main menu, there's sub menus, and then there's a search bar, and then there's related items, and all of this is on your listing page. So what Etsy wants people to do is go to Etsy and start shopping around, because they know eventually if people shop around enough, and they don't care if it's your store or someone else's store, that they'll buy something. So Etsy benefits because they make that transaction fee and the processing fee and the relisting fee and whatever other fees they invent. So they really don't care if it goes to you or someone else. When you own your own store, every single link that they click on that page is you. There's nobody else that's going to get that traffic. That means you can run paid traffic to your shop and they're staying on your shop. If they leave your shop, it means they're not interested. But even if they browse around your shop, they're not leaving your shop to go to someone else's. So that ad that you paid for to get them there, you're going to benefit from. Okay, it's just a lot better for running paid traffic, less traffic leaks big time, and there are a ton of apps available, including personalization apps that you can connect to your Shopify store, and you can do things like I just showed you, where you can totally customize a shirt or a hoodie or a mug or an ornament or whatever it is. It could be a welcome mat. There's such a large variety of products that you can customize using the apps that are available, and they're built for Shopify. So it's very cool. The other huge, big, gigantic benefit, and this is where I kick myself the hardest, is you can exit your store. So you can sell it for a huge, huge influx of cash. There are marketplaces out there that buy and sell stores. So you could have a Shopify store, you list it on there, you want to sell it, the buyers will look at it. They'll want to see your financials, of course, but um, I know people that have exited for like 7 figures in like cash. Like there are buyers out there that want to skip kind of the hard part and going through the trenches and trying to build something up from scratch, and they want to just buy something that already exists, and that happens. It happens all the time. So the exit strategy with your own Shopify store is huge. And you might say, well, why would I sell it if I'm making so much money? Well, if you need a big influx of cash, if you got bored with the store, if you're tired of customer service, that kind of thing, you might want to exit. You might want to change gears. We're humans, and it happens. And if you can dangle a huge check in front of a human who's kind of bored, or maybe doesn't want to do the customer service, or maybe wants to get into something else, maybe wants to challenge himself, that is something that you can't do on Etsy, but you can do on Shopify. Okay, so that's a very cool thing. So what about Etsy? Let's talk about it for a second. Etsy's still a great long-term option. The keyword is long-term. Okay, when you start an Etsy shop, it takes a while for it to go. And the thing that I've seen with everybody that I've trained is they'll go at it for a month and then they'll quit. And then they'll flip to something else and flip to something else and flip to something else and flip to something else. So all of a sudden they've got all these shops that they kind of put like very little effort and focus into, and now it's just not working. Or something happened with the shop. Maybe Etsy doesn't like it anymore and they keep going with it. Um, stop again, I am not stopping my Etsy dedicated digital AI shops. I'm keeping those going because those are my long-term plays. Eventually, when I hit the tipping point, and there is a tipping point, and it's a time tipping point on Etsy, um, they start producing passive income. So those are my long-term passive income plays. Shopify and print on demand is my main Q4 play right now because it's like a sprint. From now to December is a wild sprint that you're going to go on. And I think it should be yours too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having Etsy shops and a Shopify store. Nothing wrong with that at all. Build a brand, use all the methods possible. You need something you own and you have full control over. The other thing is Etsy payment reserves. Man, those are annoying. That doesn't exist on a Shopify store. Shopify doesn't send you a message one day and say, by the way, we're withholding your funds and we'll pay you out a little bit. And in this payment reserve, you're not really going to get much traffic till you're out of it because we don't trust you. Shopify doesn't do that. So Shopify could like shut you right down if you got a cease and desist because you're running trademark products, but payment reserves don't really exist. I guess unless you're doing drop shipping, getting a lot of um, chargebacks, but otherwise it's not even the same ballpark. So with Shopify, you get paid immediately. So when you make a sale on your store, that money goes into your account. Okay, you can even have daily withdrawals from Shopify to your bank account automatically. Then you pay the print-on-demand company to produce and ship the product to your customer. So it's very cool that way. That just feels good. Okay, it's a very nice business model. I like it. Now you're building your own brand instead of another company's brand, which is a problem. That's one of the biggest problems with Etsy that I don't like, is I'm building their brand instead of my own. So the best part is, time-wise, there's no better time to start than right now. Okay, we are sitting basically about to go into Labor Day as I'm shooting this, Labor Day weekend up in Canada anyway. And yeah, it now is the time for the sprint. It's like on your mark, get set, we're about to go. So the fourth quarter starts very soon. Billions of dollars are going to be spent online by buyers. You need to get your piece of that pie. How? Your own Shopify store selling print-on-demand products, preferably personalized print-on-demand products. Can you see the potential? There is a ton. So Shopify plus print-on-demand, personalized equals happiness and money. So the time is right now. The only limit is how big you want to go with this. So the market exists. People are buying products online to give as gifts. They're starting now. The rumblings are happening. Give the market what it wants and put a ton of money in your pocket in the meantime. Sound good so far? I think so. So let's move on to the third thing, which is probably the most important part of it, and that's how to speed things up and get results faster than ever. So are you getting excited, but you have a few questions on where to begin? How do I do this? This technology seems insane to me. How would I even install it? What does it cost? How do I do it? All these questions, right? Well, buckle up. It's about to get even better. So let's finish this off, and then I'll get to my offer for you and let you go on your merry way today. So the reality check is this is not a simple thing that we are talking about. Sorry, I had to take a drink of water. There's lots of moving parts. It can be complicated to figure out. You do need a couple things before you even start, and that is a store. You need products. You need the ability to create them, personalize them, list them, scale them. You need accountability. You need guidance, motivation. You need a group of like-minded people. A never give up attitude is key, and focus and determination, discipline more than anything. I didn't even add that on there, but that is a requirement to succeed. So how do you do this? You've got your two basic options. You got the easy way and the hard way. The easy way is the best from point A to point B. The hard way is you figure it out on your own, make mistakes, correct your course, try and figure it out again, make mistakes, correct your course, trying to figure out again. It just takes a lot longer. It's not fun. So the hard way is to go for it on your own. The hard way to succeed is, go to YouTube, search for how to start my own Shopify print-on-demand store. You'll get the following: different opinions, different styles, outdated methods, some shifty people, tons of ways. Then you go try each one on your own. Now you've got something, it's not the solution, but it's something called information overload. And this sucks. You have so many options that you just don't know where to start, which typically leads to overthinking and overanalyzing. So you do nothing and you go back to square one. That route stinks. I don't suggest it for anyone. Instead, take the easy route. Learn from someone who is an experienced expert. Let's go back to 2005 for a second so I can show you what I did. I took the easy way. I found a mentor and a coach. I was working at TD Ameritrade, took night shifts so I could search the internet on ways to make money online. Found my mentor. He taught me all about my first business, which is generating secured loan leads online and selling them to banks in the UK. They were bad credit people that were looking for a loan. Then the credit crisis hit, wiped out my business. But without him, I would still be at my 9-to-5 job. Because of the skills I gained, I transferred those, I pivoted, and now I'm still working for myself online since 2007 full time. So let's say you want to learn how to lose weight. What do? Find someone to teach you how. Or now you can just download an app from Weight Watchers or what's that other one? Loom? Zoom? Loom? Loom? Noom. That's it. Noom. Noom. That app apparently will help you track things and get you in the right mindset, because losing weight is really about what you eat every day and why you eat what you eat and all that stuff. You want to learn how to fly a plane? Well, you literally have to find someone to teach you how. You got to take the written exams. Then you have to do the flight time with an experienced pilot. then you have to solo, and then you'll get your license. Otherwise, I mean, you could really seriously injure yourself or your passengers or other people, right? So it's the same thing. If you want to learn to make money online with Shopify and personalized print on demand products, you do have to find someone to teach you how. It's no different. Find someone to teach you how. That's the theme. So you also need a group of people who are going through it all with you too, which brings me to the offer, to my offer. Oh, that's my spell check. Didn't catch that. To my offer to you. So at the beginning, I did mention the Shopify print on demand course. That's what my offer is. It's a way to skip a lot of the roadblocks to get profitable. But there's one teeny tiny problem. I haven't shot the course yet. So I need your help. I need a beta group to make sure that this is the best course I've ever created. More on that in a minute. Do you think that Shopify and print on demand can work for you? So far we've covered the best type of products to sell for Q4, where to sell the products to get the best results for Q4, and also how to speed things up. So my question is, do you want to help me? Introducing the Shopify print on demand course beta. So the info and the methods that I've shown today, they've only scratched the surface, not even a dent. The Shopify print on demand course beta is all about teaching you how to start a Shopify print on demand store with personalization, teaching you how to grow it, scale it, teaching you how to cash in on the fourth quarter and beyond. And the bottom line is to get you making money, right? So what is it though? It's full training and support with some sweet bonuses all packaged up for you to get there quick. Remember, this is a sprint, not a marathon anymore. Sound pretty sweet? I think so. But I haven't even shot the course videos yet. So I've created a lot of courses over the years, and I do have a plan for this. I have an outline already in place. I want to make sure that I cover everything you need, so I need help. You can be a beta tester for me. Tell me what you want. Look over my course outline, add or remove things. I'll create it in full based on my experience, based on, more importantly, your needs. And the end result is a full course, the best course possible. That's what you're going to get. That's a 1997 value. You're going to end up with the full course, step by step, in detail, completed over the next 4 weeks. Okay, that gives me time to make sure I do it right. You'll help me ensure that it's the best course ever by providing feedback and requesting anything you want covered. Feedback where though, right? Well, inside the private Facebook group. You don't have to go at this alone anymore. There's no need to fly solo anymore. If you've ever tried to talk to somebody about your online stuff, they do this. Haha, that's wait, what? That's what my wife does every time I start talking about my business. And to be fair, that's what I do every time she starts talking about teaching. What's the solution? A group of people who speak your language. So that's what the second part of this is. It's a dedicated members only group for support and coaching along the way. So what you get with that private dedicated Facebook group, members only, right on Facebook, available 24/7. You get support, you can network with others, people who are in your shoes, people who will help you out, led by me. That's a 1997 value right there too. So it is as valuable as the training itself. Plus, you're going to be providing feedback on the course outline and a lot of other things too for the course. It's basically you're working with me to make the best course ever. So you get training and support. Does that sound pretty good? I think so. There you go. There's the beta. There's the support. There's the total value, $3,994. But that's not all. So I've got some very cool bonuses for you too. Bonus number one is the social media traffic training. So you're going to need to get free traffic from social media. I'm going to teach you how. You'll be automating this mundane task to get more sales on your store from this free traffic source. And this is using a couple different social media sites for this. That's a $497 value. So now we're up to 4,491 with the course, the group, and bonus number one. If you want more, fine, okay. Email marketing is also key to repeat and new customers. So I'm going to teach you exactly how to do email marketing too for your Shopify store, which is bonus number two, the email marketing training. Email is king. Your list is your most valuable asset. You have to be doing two types of emails, ongoing and sales. So I'll teach it all to you over the shoulder in detail, step by step, $497 value. So now we're at the course, the group, bonus number one, bonus number two. Total value $4,998. I'm not done though. So I've got more bonuses for you too. If you've heard of TikTok, I'm sure you have, you can run ads on there. Good thing I know how to do that. which is bonus number 3. TikTok ads training. It's the fastest growing social media platform still. There are millions and millions and millions of buyers on there, especially for what you'll be selling. This personalized POD stuff just kicks butt on TikTok. It's a perfect match. So I'll teach you how to run ads there and profit. That's a $497 value alone. So now we've got the course, the group, bonus number 1, bonus number 2, bonus number 3, total value of $5,485. But I'm feeling generous. How about one more bonus, maybe 2? Uh, and I love paid ads. So let's include another paid traffic training, which is Pinterest ads. So yes, these do work very well for Shopify stores, which is bonus number 4, Pinterest ads training. Like I said, they work very well. There's tons of buyers that are on Pinterest because it's mainly female, honestly. And a lot of these females see a lot of these personalized mugs, personalized shirts, personalized hoodies, personalized whatever. They love it. So they will buy your products. They will also share your ads on Pinterest. So that can go viral too. This means more money in your pocket, and I will teach you how to do that. And that's a $497 value right there. Now, with the 4 bonuses, the group and the course, we're at $5,982. And fine, one more bonus, that's it. And I did save the absolute best for last. I love this part. A lot of people love free traffic, right? But do you want free traffic from Google? There's this thing, blogs, they get that. They get free traffic from Google. That's the sole point. So I'm going to teach you how to blog for free traffic to your store on Shopify. So you're going to get free traffic from Google. This is more of a long-term play because it works very well, but it does take some time to get going because Google indexing your blog posts and your site doesn't happen instantly. Not very many are doing this yet, but you can get in before the herd. And I'm actually going to be using a lot of artificial intelligence to help me with this and to teach you how to do this too. And it's gotten to the point where one single prompt into AI can produce everything we need. And then it's just a matter of copying and pasting it over to our blog, which is crazy. But I'll teach you how. That's got a $497 value. So we've got the course, the support group, bonus number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now we're up to $6,479 in value. How's that sound? So the full course, when completed, support and 5 bonuses, you get it all. It's a ton of value. I should charge that $6,479 for this, but I'm not going to charge that much. I had a choice to make. First is sell it for cheap, get more people going. Second option, charge more, limit it to fewer people. I went with option 1 on this, so I want to help as many people as possible. I think it's a good deal at $6,479. I priced it at $997, but wait, you know what? Since you're a beta purchaser, it hasn't even been shot yet. You're going to give me your feedback to make sure this is the best course possible. I'm offering it for a huge 70% off, which is $299.10. So you can go to join now, sign up, get the course, ppc-coach.com/shop. Remember, the course is not shot yet, but it will be shot over the course of the next 4 weeks. The group is up and running though, and you will get access to the course portal where the course will be hosted. And as I upload it, I'll put updates in the group too. So 70% off is for a limited time. Link is in the bottom right of the screen now, ppc-coach.com/shop. You're getting everything. That's all lowercase too, right? For that URL. To sell print-on-demand products on your own Shopify store and to personalize them, which is the real kicker. If you want to speed things up, this is what you need to do that. So if all I did was teach you how to cash in with your own Shopify print-on-demand store, would that be worth it? If all I did was give you support via the private Facebook group and also allow you a place to give me feedback, would that be worth it? And if all it did was give you the 5 bonuses alone, would that be worth it? I think so. If you want to sell print-on-demand products on your own Shopify store, you have 2 basic options. Again, I apologize for the grammar mistake. Option 1, do it alone. Go to YouTube, go to Facebook groups, search for how to start a Shopify print-on-demand store. And again, if you go to Facebook groups, be careful where you go because there are a lot of products now that are very, very saturated and they just don't work as well. So just be careful. You're going to find a ton of conflicting info, get confused, get overloaded, overthink it, second guess yourself, waste time, waste energy, and all around struggle. Option 2 is buy beta access to my second flagship course. I got 2 of them, one on Etsy, one on Shopify. The full course created with your feedback, support, and 5 bonuses. So which option do you prefer? I believe it's a complete no-brainer. Is that a lot of money? Not really for what you're getting. But what are you really buying? Well, it's like buying tickets for a concert 4 weeks before the concert date. So think of a Taylor Swift concert coming up 4 weeks from now. You're buying tickets today, even though the concert hasn't happened yet. It's going to happen. It's going to be awesome. So I have a goal to create my flagship Shopify print-on-demand course that is going to sell for $9.97 in the future, and to make it the best one possible. That, which is more importantly, my goal is to get you making money selling print-on-demand products personalized on your own Shopify store. So I'm going to give a ton of value to get you making money as fast as possible. You can do this alone. I did. I have in the past. I wish someone could have showed me. Does a course like this exist? Nah, this is the first of its kind. I haven't seen one on this topic with personalized, with all the paid traffic, everything else. Let's increase the odds of you making money this Q4 and beyond. So who am I to teach you? I'm an experienced expert with a lot of success so far. If you have any questions, email me. What's the difference between now and later? Well, now you might be struggling. Later, you won't be anymore. This is a limited time offer. It's not going to be available forever. In fact, it closes down, I think it's Tuesday at midnight. So don't wait on this. You might miss the bus. Just go to that page. You'll see the timer. Now, some common questions that I get all the time, and then we'll close this off. So why a course? Well, I do love training people live in my boot camps, but a course allows me to pre-record everything and edit videos, which provides kind of a more polished training system, more step-by-step, more bite-sized training instead of like hour-long sessions. Plus, this is going to be my flagship Shopify course. So how's it delivered? All the course videos will be on the Learn Plus platform, which you will get an email with to create your login immediately. Support feedback updates are in the dedicated Facebook group. The bonuses as well are going to be uploaded to the course platform too as I shoot them. So how many modules? There's 8 planned, could be more. How many training videos? There's 5 per module planned, minimum 40. Although I did one on Etsy, which is, I'm going to do 2 courses. I have my Etsy course and my Shopify course. The Etsy one I think is at like 80 videos right now. This will be much the same, possibly even more with the personalization stuff. More like 60 to 80. So there's going to be a lot. What will be covered? Every single step in detail, starting out, growing, scaling, all the bonuses, everything will be covered. So you know exactly how to do it and exactly what to do. Will it be one shop or multiple? Well, I would start with one and make it a brand store. And that way you can sell whatever you want on it, which is nice. Think of like that Gospy store. They made up a name and now they sell whatever they want on it. Grow that store, scale that store, hopefully sell more than they do. When can you start? Right now. You'll get instant access to the group updates as each set of videos are posted to the Learn Plus platform over the course of the next 4 weeks. So can you have multiple stores? Yes. You'll be building one at a time though, or you can use one you've already got. I suggest just creating one store and kind of putting everything on it, because it's not like Etsy where you need dedicated shops. It's a kind of a, well, it's definitely a different ball game for sure. Now, will I teach free traffic? Yep. Social media traffic training is free. Blogging training is free. That's your 2 free traffic sections. Will I be teaching paid ads? Man, spell check doesn't catch the grammar. Yes, TikTok ads and Pinterest ads for this. And those 2 alone. I was going to add more, but I don't want to confuse people. So I'll give you 2 free and 2 paid ways, and you'll be on your way. So what if you have more questions? You can email me. You can go to my free Facebook group, ppc-coach.com/group. That'll redirect you to Facebook. Did you join the beta yet? Awesome. See you in the group in a minute. If you're still on the fence, here's a couple testimonials. So I love this one. Known Will for a few years, got a couple of his courses. You'll always learn something from him, whether you're at the beginning, intermediate, or advanced stage of your business. He teaches what is working for him now, teaches in a simple, easy to understand way. I was able to implement one of his courses, and within the first lesson made my investment back. That's the goal for this one too. Another one, I don't usually make public posts on Facebook, but I feel I need to tonight. Will, you could be spending your time making money for yourself instead of creating such a great and insightful content. Truly believe you generally care and want to help people, you got me started with print on demand back in February, and I'm already seeing great success. I've hit several bumps along the way. Just believe in yourself. You can do this, and you will. Take care. And this one, I've been following Will for nearly 3 years. To this day, I still think he's one of the best in the business when it comes to coaching print on demand and Facebook ads, which I was doing heavily until I got banned from Facebook ads. I've purchased a couple of his courses in the past. They've been great. Everything he teaches has been battle tested and proven, so you can trust the strategies that he shares. Definitely follow this guy. You won't regret it. If you want more testimonials, go there, ppc-coach.com/testimonials. What happens after your order? You get immediate access to the group, immediate access to the bonuses. Well, they're going to be shot. So you can start right now while we build out the course with your feedback. Thank you for watching. I can't wait to help you succeed. I'm seeing a couple questions coming in the chat here. You're buying something unique. Beta access to my flagship Shopify print on demand course. If you skip this, I'll call you crazy, but we can part as friends. So do not wait on this. I think this is what you've been searching for. Let's get you profitable and cashing in this fourth quarter and beyond. There's a lot of money that's going to move around from buyers to sellers in this fourth quarter. With a step-by-step course delivered in full within the next 4 weeks, along with the bonuses. So thanks for coming on. I appreciate your time. Get in now if you haven't already. And let's just see if there's any questions here. A couple of good comments along the way. Costly software? No, it's not costly. Etsy's only concern is that sale on Etsy. I'm just going through some comments. Yeah, 100%. I didn't quit. Nope, and you're not going to quit. Do you foresee any problems with Shopify closing your access to their platform for some perceived slight, i.e. wrong politics, supporting a trucker convoy in Canada, not being woke enough, thoughts? Well, if you're worried about that, I wouldn't sell it. I wouldn't even get into it. I don't know. I can't say if they would shut down your shop if you're supporting a trucker convoy. Who knows? Beats me. I don't know which way they lean, left or right, but I mean, anything can happen for sure, especially when you get into politics. I tend to steer right clear of the political stuff because I don't want to risk anything. So I can reopen my Shopify store. Yes, sir. The hard way kind of looks like me chasing my kid through a big box store. Yeah, isn't that fun? But I've taught my youngest to hop in the cart, and I let her pretend she's steering. I love those big box, like Home Depots and Lowe's. They have like the race car thing, so that's how I keep her. Okay, doing it alone is just so long. Yeah, that's the other thing. Well, like I've been working online for so long, and during the summer, people are here all the time. But during the winter, there's nobody here. It's me and the dogs. And one thing that I do to escape these four walls in cabin fever is when I take my break, like lunch, or I'll go and get a coffee in the afternoon or whatever, I make sure I leave the house at least twice during the day. That way, I don't go crazy. And um, they were saying to me like, why don't you just get a coffee maker and make your own coffee at home? You'd save so much money because you don't have to go to the coffee shop to buy coffee every time. And I'm like, well, that's not why I go. Like I go to escape the four walls because working at home for so long, it does get lonely. It gets super lonely till people come home from work and school and all that stuff. But yeah, it's a whole different world. It's a side that nobody really talks about either. You know, it's supposed to be all this, oh, you got all this freedom. You can do whatever you want. Well, you can, but you know, you can do whatever you want, but it doesn't mean everybody else isn't still at work. So all your friends, they're working. So they can't really do what they want. So it's just a whole different world. All right. So I'm going to close with that. Yeah, the fourth quarter is upon us. We are super close, and I love this time of the year. I can't wait to be selling a boatload of personalized print on demand products on Shopify. It's the way to go. So personalized print on demand, that's the key. The other way kind of works. It's just, you know, there's so much competition and it gets to the point where everybody's just rehash the exact same quotes over and over and over and over. and all the buyers now have seen all the same thing over and over and over and over. So if they don't see something unique and new, they're not going to buy it. So we have to adjust to as sellers. And I think the biggest adjustment, and the one that I'm most comfortable now with, is the personalization side, because the technology is so much more advanced than it was even 2 or 3 or 4 years ago. Back, I think 4 years ago, we didn't have many options, if any, for personalizing print on demand products. Gearbubble had an option where you could do it on their platform, but I don't think you could do it through the Shopify integration at all. Anyway, I'm going to close with that. My little one's looking at me. She got to ask me a question, so I'm going to close off. I'll get the replay sent out to everybody too, so you can have a look. Have a great day, and hopefully we see you in the beta very, very soon. Thanks, everybody.